Are we leaving our children a city to be proud of? Are we leaving them a healthy planet? Or are we just leaving them with a huge mess to clean up after us? This is Dhaka. This is the capital of Bangladesh. It's a city of 22 million people, and it's choking on its own exhaust. I have a 2-year-old at home. He's too young to go to school, but he'll start soon. And when he does, I want him to go to school like this. I want him to breathe fresh air, not exhaust fumes. But what are the chances of that happening? The city's air quality is so bad that it's dangerous for his lungs. Children are more vulnerable to air pollution than adults.
Why? Because their lungs are still developing?
They are more likely to be exposed to indoor air pollution because they spend a lot of time at home playing or sleeping. So what are the solutions? We need to tackle both the source of pollution and the impact on children's health. In cities like Dhaka, most of the pollution comes from vehicles, industries, and construction sites. There aren't enough green spaces or playgrounds. There's just dust and smog. When it comes to healthcare, we need to focus on preventive measures. We need to create awareness about the impact of air pollution on children. I remember growing up in a different Dhaka. We had trees, we had parks, we had the cleanest river in the world. But over the years, the city has lost all of its greenery. It has gained 20 million vehicles and 60,000 industries. And our leaders have done little to control this mess. Today, thousands of children are missing school because of air pollution. Their health is suffering. Their future is uncertain. The question is, what are we doing about it? As citizens, we have the right to clean air. It's our fundamental right. It's also our responsibility to ensure a livable city for the next generation. We must hold our leaders accountable. Ask them what they're doing to improve the air quality. Ask them how they plan to make the city livable for the next generation. Because if we don't, our children will be left with a toxic inheritance, an inheritance of polluted air, polluted water, and we will be left with a generation of sick children. So let's start demanding a better deal for our children today. Let's start demanding action on climate change today, because their future is at stake. The question is, what kind of a world do we want to leave for our children? Do we want them to grow up in gas masks? The answer, I'm sure, is no. We want them to grow up in a world that is healthy, happy, and green. We keep talking about what kind of city we want to leave for our children. We keep talking about it. But today, I want to ask, what kind of city are we actually leaving for our children? I'm not an alarmist, but when I see children going to school wearing gas masks, I can't help but wonder if Dhaka is even habitable. If we can't ensure fresh air for our children, what kind of city is this that we're leaving for them? Children are supposed to be our future, our next generation. They're supposed to inherit a better world than we had. But what kind of world are we giving them? We talk about a developed nation, but what kind of development are we talking about? A recent study found that air pollution hampers lung development in kids, affecting their capacity to breathe. Children exposed to polluted air have reduced lung function, are more likely to suffer from asthma and other respiratory problems. The study clearly says that air pollution is associated with an increased risk of childhood asthma. What kind of city are we giving our children? A city with no parks, no playgrounds, only dust and smog? This is not just about physical health,
It's about mental health too.
we talk about the learning potential of children, but how will they learn if they can't even breathe? How will they learn if all around them is polluted? We've seen children with asthma suffer. We've seen them struggle to breathe. We've seen them fall on the ground gasping for breath. Is this the kind of city we want to leave for our children? It's a city that's a death trap for children? This is not just about them. This is about us too. When we talk about development, we talk about human development. We talk about people and their well-being. This is a city that's slowly becoming a death trap for all of us. When children start wearing gas masks to school, we should hang our heads in shame. It's our responsibility to ensure that the city is habitable. It's our responsibility to ensure that the city is livable. It's our responsibility to ensure that the next generation does not live in a toxic wasteland. It's our responsibility to ensure that the next generation inherits a better world. If we can't do this, then we're not just bad parents, we're bad citizens. If we can't do this, then we don't deserve to live in this city. We don't deserve to be called human. I know that this sounds dramatic, but when children have to wear gas masks to school, what else can we call it?